Welcome to Hafeman Bros. Packer Outright Opinions. Starring Ben, Jason, and friends. Talking the Green Bay Packers. Be sure to subscribe.
Hey, everybody. Welcome in. It's Friday night. We had some... Oh, are you doing it again? Fine. Computer sound. Ha! All right, everybody. Welcome into Friday night. We got Ben. We got me. We don't have Bruce. We don't have Ekis. They both had stuff. They have family matters to attend to, so they got to take care of the families. We wish them well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Hope later they can check it out and watch, and maybe we give them a few laughs, maybe not, but I think we will. They're in here too. They're in the video, so they'll probably at least laugh at themselves a little bit. That's a good thing. What do you think, Ben? You okay? You doing all right tonight?
Sure.
Ready to not talk about the Packers, Aaron Rodgers, and stuff like that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I was looking for a quick note about Delta Beer Lab. They're our official sponsor now. Delta Beer Lab, Madison, Wisconsin. I was looking for their Black is Beautiful Black IPA, but I couldn't find it at my local establishment, McFarland Liquor, which says it's one of the best, has one of the largest array of beers in the area. They did not have that one right now, so I had to go with Golden Ale F1. F1, Rick, when he comes in here, he'll know it. But tonight, we're just going to do our best of Hafeman Bros volume. We're going to chill out, not have to worry about thinking too hard, not have to worry about creating new fun and adventures for you, because we got a bunch of old fun and adventures that some of you maybe remember, some of you maybe have seen, some of you maybe never saw, because maybe some of you haven't been on the channel that long or haven't checked us out for long enough to see some of these. And some of you maybe just forgot. Rick, he's doing all right. Tacos and margaritas for dinner. Now some HBTP as a nightcap. He still likes that HBTP, the original title, Ben. He likes it.
Whatever. It's all, you can call it whatever you want.
He liked it because of the TP part, but you know, that's fine. All right. Are you ready to check out the opening section? Now, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to play it and play part of it. We're going to take some breaks during it so we don't play it all the way straight through, because there's a couple things I want to prime you up for before we get into them. And then there's also a couple things maybe we'll have we'll see if anybody in the chat wants to react to him at all, or Ben has anything to say about, you know, to defend himself or to further chastise me for some of the things I did and said on our show. Totally up to him, though. All right. Ready? Here we go. Let's do this thing. Here we go. Hafeman Bros. Best of Hafeman Bros. Talking Packers. Volume 1.
What is up with that thing?
No more talking because we're going live and we got music.
I mentioned to my wife that it was the Nick and Rick show tonight. And she looked at me and said, "The Naked Rick show? God, why?" So
Wait.
I tried to tell her that sexy sells, but she wasn't having any of that. So
Yeah, we need to get our ratings up.
Like 40% of your viewers are your parents and siblings who might not love the naked part.
That's why I said we got to have somebody that's not me and Jason do it. It's got to be like Rick or you.
Well, let me get couple beers in.
All right.
On this side, you got an arm here, and a head. And if your head's as big as mine and looks kind of like an egg, like Adam Sandler's, you're not going to run through it. I did say that once. If Adam Sandler ever needed a body double for a movie, my head is like the perfect match for his egg head. I could have done it.
You used to make a lot of faces like Adam Sandler back in college too. I can remember one time there's a picture of you. You had two beers like this, and you were going like this. Yeah.
I like
You're a lot more crazy in college. Now you're really boring.
I like the hiney.
No. That's not how it goes. You're right. It's not enough players.
Oh, we have a tight end. That's right. Sternberger's in there. Sternberger's there. Yeah. He's in there. One other guy to throw the ball to. Okay.
And Bulaga's tackle eligible, and the other tackle is actually not a tackle.
Bulaga. Why are you talking about Bulaga? Stop it.
What is wrong with me?
That's it. You're muted.
What is
I'm
wrong
muting
with
you.
me?
No, I'm muting you, Jesse.
Yeah.
You get 30-second timeout, penalty box for saying Brian Bulaga's name twice. And what is wrong with you? You hammered for getting rid of Bulaga. You led the charge, the quest for Brian Bulaga out of town for how many years? And now you can't stop saying his name. All right, you're unmuted now. Unmuted. Oh, I'm asking you to unmute. I'm sorry. I've never done that to anybody before. Unmute, please. Sorry, Ben. I'm just playing around. Oh, okay. All right, fine. Yeah, I know. You're okay with wine most of the time. It's because it's fruitier. You like fruitier stuff. That's fine.
Yeah. I once had an entire bottle of wine, and I climbed a mountain. Where was that? Switzerland or something. I climbed the mountain with the bottle of wine.
What?
It took us 3 hours to get up the mountain and only an hour to get down the mountain. But they had to wait for me. I was the skinniest guy, but the most out of shape. I don't know how I could everybody knows me from back then. I was very skinny and very out of shape. It's a weird combination, but I pulled it off.
The reason we're late, we would have been on time. The reason we're late is because the kids were playing with Daddy's fart gun, and someone didn't put it back where the fart gun's supposed to be, so I couldn't find it. That's why we're late. Sorry, everybody, but here's the fart gun. Super fan.
Daddy's fart gun?
Yeah, Daddy's fart gun.
Shouldn't that be the kid's fart gun?
No, this was the Father's Day gift I got for myself 7 years ago, I think. 7 years ago. The fart gun is what the salute we do to the super fan of the week. So we had to have it. The kids are playing my fart gun. Don't touch my fart gun. All right.
Weird. It's weird.
The new game. We're going to jump into it. Everybody ready for a new game? You can play along on the chat too. These are our panelists. You can see them. Jason Eckes, Nick McFarland, Ben. I will present some scenarios and some things. We want to hear it. You can put your stuff in the chat as well, what you think. You get 3 choices for an answer in this game. I'm going to give you a scenario. You give one of these 3 options for your answer. You can answer with...
Ben quit.
Ben doesn't want to play. He loves games. So weird. He's having connection problems in Minnesota again. We don't know what goes on with the Wi-Fi over there. Ben,
I don't get it.
Hey,
I'm just sick of this crap.
we can hear you.
I know, that's why.
Okay, well,
I can't see anybody doing anything. I can hear you guys, but I can't see you. So I figured my video is probably frozen. So instead of having my face look stupid on there, I'll just have it be blank and just talk. Maybe that'll keep me going through. I don't know.
But maybe
it's better.
All right, I can get all my choices here. You can answer with, I think you're on to something. That's one choice if you're in agreement. You can answer with maybe, but I'm not sure about that. Or you can answer with, that's some crazy nonsense, Jason.
Maybe.
Okay, I guess it says maybe.
Maybe, but I'm not so sure.
Okay, all right, fine. All right, Ben.
Nope, you're an idiot.
That wasn't one of the...
Not a choice.
That's why I think I'm on to something there. But you guys think maybe, at least consider. Ben says I'm an idiot, which wasn't one of the choices. Thanks a lot for that, Ben. Okay, moving on. Ready? Here's the next piece I'll give you. None of the 2020 draft picks will play more than 30% of the snaps at their positions. What say you there, Jason Eckes?
I think you're onto something there.
Good answer.
I think you're onto something there.
Oh boy. Oh, Ben's. What is it? What is it, Ben? What's your response this time?
You lost your mind. Aguilar's going to play every snap. The way LaFleur's talking about him, he loves this guy. He's going to be out there 110% of the time. He's going to make up special plays just for him during timeouts. You are crazy.
You should pause it there.
Yep.
Because that would have happened.
I know.
He would have played every freaking down if he wouldn't have gotten hurt. So
That's also that's true, but in the end, my prediction was also true. So we were both right?
Yeah.
Kind of? Wow. How can we say opposite things and still both be right? That's how good we are, man. That's crazy. So that's just the initial run of things. You know, just some highlights. There's way too many shows to go through. I didn't get to go through all of them, and I left all the stuff from the Jordan Love draft reaction out and stuff like that because, you know, plenty of people seen that. But it was just some lighter moments, man. I don't think much of it has to do with the Packers either, did it? But it was, I don't know. I laughed. I thought it was fun.
All I know is I had a lot of different hairstyles there.
You did. Your hair's been going throughout the year.
It doesn't grow worth a crap. I'm getting it cut, as you know, next weekend. Because I can't take it's just stupid. It doesn't grow. It's dumb. I'm sick of it. I look old and terrible. There's a picture on Facebook of Grant's graduation, and I look like an old balding fat guy. And it's like, no, I'm done. I got to lose weight, and I got to get a haircut, and do the George Clooney and just comb it all straight down, and then have it be so that it looks like my forehead is only this high because I George Clooneyed all the hair down. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, Bernard's in the chat. Bernard, how you doing? We are doing the best of recap here, debuting the first compilation best of video, volume 1 of some of our stuff from the last year. And hope you're doing well. You hate Ty Dunn, I understand. Did you hear the ex-GM? Yeah, I heard something about that. Unnamed, again, anonymous.
What's that?
We're not going to worry about it.
I didn't hear about it.
Oh, fine. He says Rodgers is selfish and his teammates hate him. That's what he says.
Yeah, I believe that. 100% believe that.
I don't believe the teammates hate him. I don't believe the teammates hate him. Most of those guys, if you talk to the professionals, you know, they'll talk about it like, hey, you don't get involved in anybody else's business, their contract stuff, any of that stuff, whatever. You know, they leave all those things out of their relationship. They try to focus on football. Oh, okay.
Comb over. Yeah, double doink. I have to do a comb over. Yeah,
that's
Mom.
right.
Your hair is longer than mine, and you've only been growing it for like 6 months. How does that work? My hair doesn't grow. It's done. I'm done. I'm done with it.
Maybe you should try the ask Dad to replicate that. What's his name? Who's the new guy? Royce Newman's haircut.
No.
All right. Are you ready for this part? This gets into some of my favorite parts because this is where we break Mo. We break him as a human right here and as a Vikings fan because we come at him so hard with so much stuff. Watch his face. You shouldn't even watch us. Like, watch his face when Ben and I start going. It is freaking hilarious. It makes me roll every time. So we're going to go back into it here and continue on with the best of. And this time we bring in our first little bit with Viking Mo as we tear him down as a Vikings fan. Here we go. Would you like me to tell you who the Packers running backs are, Mo? Maybe you don't even know that.
I know about Dylan, and obviously it's not Aaron Jones, but so it's either Jamal Williams or Dylan. I don't know anyone. I don't know who the fourth one is.
Tyler Ervin.
Tyler Ervin, baby.
Tyler Ervin, the Swiss
secret weapon on.
You better know who he is, Eric. He's going to crush you his Sunday.
Oh, that's another thing I was going to bring up. I was looking. They have a pack. They were showing pictures of Packers at practice today. I was looking at all 68 pictures. Picture 39 was a group of all the wide receivers: Devontae, Lazard, MVS, St. Brown, some guy I don't know, Malik Taylor, all those guys. And Swervin Irvin was in the huddle. I'm telling you, Swervin Irvin, he might be listed as a running back, but Mo, he is a slot wide receiver.
And the Vikings better be scared for some sneak attack swerving Irvin plays.
Okay.
He's number
So,
32. Number 32. Watch out.
Wasn't Travis Jervy really fast too?
And he wore the same number.
How about that?
There
Maybe
he
he'll be
is.
just as impactful.
He's gonna be. You
Swerve
gotta
Irvin-
watch out.
You better watch your mouth, Mo.
I'm just saying. It's
Bernard said you're a nice Viking fan, but you're starting to turn turn into the guy we actually know as a jerky Viking Mo.
I could be wrong. I certainly, but that's not the guy I'm worried about. Okay. When it comes to the Packers, it's Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams. I'm not worried about swerving anybody. Okay. I'm just
You
not.
should be.
Swerving Irvin.
So if he goes off, on
Tanyan.
Sunday, I will come back and eat crow. But I am not worried about swerving
AJ Dillon running up the gut.
third string running back. I'm not worried about it. Okay.
AJ Dillon weighs more than
My defensive
Ngakwe.
ends. I understand. The defensive ends weigh
AJ
less than
Dillon's
everybody
gonna
on
run
the
over your
offense.
defensive ends. like
Your wide
nothing.
receivers weigh 20 more than Unique Ngakwe. I understand.
Eric, you need to look up the photos. Rob Domofsky's AJ Dillon legs photo montage that he's put together. You need to look it up.
Or you can watch the
I'm not
now infamous Ben
That's
versus
true.
AJ Dillon video.
I'm not worried about your four-string running back's legs. Okay.
You should be.
You got
And you should also watch.
can't be worried about
Ben-
everything. Come on.
You gotta work. You should be. You should be very worried as a Viking fan. Go Pack. Go. Bada bada bump. Bada da bump. Stu-du-du-du-du, ba-da-da-da. Okay, hang on 1 second here. I meant to pause it after we rib Mo for a little bit and lead into that because there was a time when I started doing impromptu intro kind of songs, just whatever I was feeling in the moment. And I think Ben hated it every time. Is that true?
Yeah.
And so I kept doing it, not just because he hated it, but also because, I don't know, I just felt like doing something to kind of pump us up and get us going at the beginning of the show. It got me going anyway. So here's what I want you to do during this part as they bring it back just a little bit. I really want you to watch Ben's face as I do some of these things, because to me, that is most of the fun is watching Ben's face during this part. So let's wind her up again. And here we go with some of my impromptu songs at the starter shows of Hafeman Bros.
First
true.
AJ Dillon video.
I'm not worried about your four-string running back's legs. Okay.
You should be.
You got
And you should also watch.
can't be worried about
Ben-
everything. Come on.
You gotta work. You should be very worried as a Viking fan. Go Pack. Go. Bada bada bump. Bada da bump. Stu-du-du-du-du, ba-da-da-da. Go Packy. Go.
That's not what it sounds like.
Oh, it's I don't want to work. I just want to bang on the drum all day. Why is that a Packer victory song? Can you tell me why is
told
that
you,
a
because
Packer
it's a
victory
great song. Because it's the motto of all people everywhere. I don't want to work either.
Goody factor for the Packer Green Bay Packers is the worst factor of any factor there is. Because Goody's the worst GM in Packers history. To that, there is no question or debate that has any fizz. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff. Hey,
What?
Goody's the worst. Go, Pack, go. 3-0. Pack, go. 3-0. Oh. It's Hafeman Bros. Talking Packers. Right, Ben?
Yeah, we got to have a good song because this is getting bad. We're got some bad song here. I'm listening to you on the thing here. That's bad. So we need to do something. We used to have a song that was just one of my songs, and now we just do random weird stuff before, and it doesn't really work for me. But
Here we go. It's a Packers are 4-0. Victory Tuesday, Ben. It's a Victory Tuesday. Green Bay Packers. Woo-hoo-hoo. 4-0 Packers. Yes. All right.
Oh God. Stuff makes me laugh. How do you feel any better about it now, Ben, than you did then?
No. Your lyrics for your Goody one were really bad. You're singing like the monkey song or something.
I don't know what I was singing. Oh yeah, something. No, I think that was Brady Bunch, wasn't it?
Oh,
The
maybe.
Brady
I don't
Bunch
know.
song.
Okay.
The other ones were completely of my own making, but that one was off of that melody. Yeah, what?
I gotta say, I just wrote a new song today almost.
Hey, all right.
I don't have the verse lyrics yet, but I have the bridge and the chorus, and I have the melody and everything done. So, are you ready for the title? Here's what the title of it is. Are you ready?
Let's see. What is it?
Awesome. It's called Pain in the Rumpled Stillskin.
Ooh, nice.
It's going to be just a fun, stupid song.
Clearly I like those. Hey,
It's got a great melody.
I'm sure it does. You write a lot of good melodies. That I give you lots of credit for. Well, most of your songs pretty much all your songs are really good.
Melodies are good. Sometimes my lyrics they're better Kip Winger lyrics, but it's not saying much.
Man.
Apparently Eric thinks your lyrics are good.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate it.
They didn't rhyme, Rick. You got to rhyme. He had 0 rhymes.
Double Doink says la la la. Hey, I was trying to rhyme
like
that
with ears like this, trying to cover up.
Oh,
that's
really
what I'm guessing.
Oh, Ekis got mad. He's like, "Don't talk." Ekis is on the chat here. He says, "Don't talk trash about Jervy, you punk." Talking to Mo, reliving that anger from that moment. Did I mention why I'm wearing the white V-neck T-shirt? It's Father's Day coming up, guys. Father's Day, and when I think of my dad, and most of my years growing up, I remember him wearing white V-neck T-shirts. So,
and what else did he wear?
Shorts, like mailman kind of cargo-ish shorts,
and
black
or navy
or dark blue, or navy blue crew socks that were hiked up as high as they could go.
Yep.
And black shoes.
And sometimes you even have sandals with the black socks and sandals.
Right. That's
fashion,
what I remember.
Fashion, not number one. He's the number one dad in the world, but he's probably like not number one when it comes to fashion.
Anyway,
you can't be awesome at everything. I mean, you're gonna be an awesome dad and an awesome grandpa. Okay, he's that. Terrible, terrible, terrible fashion sense. But what are you gonna do?
Hey, when he gets something that he likes, though, he sticks with it too. Remember that one sweatshirt? I might be right. I'm always right because I'm left-handed. Sweatshirt. He wore that for like 35 years. I mean, that was like his main sweatshirt for 3 decades. Yeah. So when he gets something, he sticks with it. Hairstyle. I mean, Dad stuck with the same hairstyle for, I don't know, 40, 50 years almost. That's how he goes.
Sometimes it gets shorter and
a little
longer.
Bit. Yeah. But he's still got a good head of hair for 73.
Yeah, it's better than mine almost. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, man. Dang.
What's he doing? What's the drinking water? And Mom's hair is growing longer than mine too. It must be something in Algoma. They got great water over there.
Could be.
They do actually. Their water's pretty good.
Yep. Could be. Anyway,
crappy water over here.
That's why I'm wearing the white V-neck T-shirt tonight. I do wear them all the time underneath my dress shirts at work because I don't like the ones where you can see the collar. That makes no sense because I always leave my dress shirts unbuttoned at the top. So if you see like the white crew collar, it looks dumb, so you wear the V-neck so you don't see any collar and then it looks more professional. Although I don't always act professional, at least I look more professional. That's kind of the way I do it. Oh, anyway. Okay. Let's get back. Let's see. Rick says, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was the definitive wild man look. It's true. And it's not like he changed it. People come over. He was going to the store, going on public, saying those clothes. He didn't care.
We did a Zoom meeting yesterday for our nephew's birthday, and Dad was wearing a white V-neck T-shirt. So I mean, that's all he's got. I don't even know if he wears anything else. I mean, now that he's retired, why?
Why would you? It's comfortable.
Heck yeah.
Comfortable shirt. All right, I'm gonna get back and see where we go next. Oh, okay. Now we bring in Rick. I think for the first. No, we saw Rick early on. This is a later version of Rick, and Ben's hair is a little longer from the early version of Rick. And we start to talk some football here in this one. This one's a little football on that. So let's give it a shot. Here we go.
Well,
I gotta give you this.
Sorry about that.
It's going to be the new Packer offensive formation. Because yes, Bernard, we still got to get to a little bit of the Rodgers ringer. And Bernard made a comment that I don't know if I didn't read it that way, but we'll talk about it real briefly. And then we still have to talk about the D-line. So we're definitely going over an hour here. So sorry about that. But here we go. All right. The Packers in their new offensive system that they have committed to. They're not worried about wide receivers. They're not worried about they got all these offensive linemen in camp. They're going to figure it out. And they're going to keep a whole bunch of them. This is going to be the new formation that you will see in the Packers.
You should have seen.
Here soon.
You should have seen anyway.
It is called the PACKER formation.
It would have worked.
Yes, there's a center, 2 guards on each side of the center, 2 tackles, a tight end, 1 wideout, quarterback, and a running back. So you got Sternberger, your tight end, most of the time, maybe Mercedes once in a while. Bakhtiari, Jenkins, Taylor's so here's the key, right? Taylor and Patrick are the inside guards. Turner and Jenkins are the outside guards because they're a little more athletic. Bakhtiari, Wagner are the tackles. Devontae Adams, because you got to throw the ball once in a while, so you need 2 at least options for that with him and Sternberger. You got Rodgers, and then your 1 running back is either Aaron Jones or the Sauce. And that is the new 2020 PACKER formation that you will see coming to a screen and game near you. Did you see him run that all last year, Ben? At all?
No. Dang. They couldn't. They lost Aaron Taylor in the first week.
Yeah, I know. Dang it. Well, it turned out to be different anyway with Sternberger or
Lane Taylor, not Aaron Taylor. What am I talking about? Aaron Taylor was from the 90s.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, holy cow. That's how long of we've been Packers fans. Remember Aaron Taylor? He probably could have done this one too. I don't care. Lots of offensive linemen though. They never ran it. They probably should have. What do you guys think about that?
I'd prefer to see Billy Turner Burner out at tackle so you could be tackle eligible and let him get downfield. That way when he's not blocking somebody, he can still be productive.
That's true. Bert, that is the smartest thing ever. Dang it, Rick. That's why you're so smart. He's going to miss his guy, so he might as well be able to stand there so he can be an outlet after he misses his guy. Genius move.
But the ultimate love that can be shown to mom on our show. And now it's time for Bruce was supposed to be on tonight. This was going to be his shining moment where he gives one of the sweetest, greatest odes to his mom ever. And we, in our special style, probably mostly my style, we really put the accent on it. So here you go. Show is a true fart gun salute to all moms. So all moms, this is for you, including the big blast in a second. You just wait for it here. Any quick notes about moms, Bruce? Say anything to your mom?
My mom is she's the best mom in the world, and she's taken care of me all my life, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I am now. So, love you, Mom.
That was perfect.
Why did you go and have Bruce say such
a
a lovely thing when you knew that was going to be at the end? Why would you do that to him? That poor guy.
How did he time it out perfectly? I thought it was the fart gun would interrupt him. That was beautiful, Bruce. That
I was tempted to lean a little bit while you did that. I didn't.
Nico, what do you think about Rodgers?
First of all, I think that you comparing yourself to him really showed the hidden agenda on your part.
Every show he does. Every show he does.
Yeah,
Every show.
you'll notice that Jason takes over and just leaves Ben in the shadows.
You're really
the
trying to
disrespected
spin
brother.
Really trying to spin a narrative. You know, you gotta watch out for the guys that tell you how honest they are.
Yep.
Fine. You know what? That's fine.
And you have a second thing in common. You both have brothers who love The Bachelor.
Yeah. Hey,
found out
that was how I started watching The Bachelor. Was because of Jordan Rogers or whatever. I was like, Aaron Rodgers' brother's gonna be out, and I guess I'll have to watch this crap. And after that, I was hooked.
And then you went to Bachelor in Paradise.
That's how I started watching this show.
It's better.
I heard Jason Hafeman's brother was going to be on it.
Well, yeah, that's the only reason to watch.
That's true. That's the only reason to watch. I agree 100%.
Oh God. All right. I'm gonna check out the chat here real quick. Let's see. Bernard said his dad died. We're sorry to hear that, Bernard. I don't know if the laughs will help at all, but hopefully. I don't know how long ago that was, but our sympathies to you, my friend. Oh, dude, Wild Man was, when we were talking about his clothes, said that we were all jealous. So we're all jealous. Dad, I'm paying homage to you, man, with this stuff. Let's see. Mom said they went shopping today, and he had on a white T-shirt with a hole under his arm. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, okay. Double Doink was making a reference to that thing you do and the wonders from that thing you do. When I was singing, he found my song similar to those guys. So I don't know. Is that that's okay? I mean, hey, that's something that was in a movie. Maybe my songs could be in a movie, Ben. I don't know.
Could be.
Oh man. Wow. Okay. Well, I gotta give you a precursor for this next one. This is from the hidden missing episode of Hafeman Bros.
That was a weird one.
We did an episode that Ben was super grumpy. Ben was super mad and he was, but actually when I went back and watched it, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. I mean, you were just crabby most of the time, but it wasn't like a bad episode. It wasn't like we sucked or made no sense or said nothing. But there were times like I was trying to get you turned around or give you, get you to bounce off me a little bit, and you were just stuck, grumpy, whatever. However, Bruce said he really liked that episode. He pointed that out. He really liked that episode. But that's because I think Bruce, he likes to mix it up a little bit. He's not always, saying sweet things about his mom. He likes to get a little grumpy and vent about things that bother him as well. And that's kind of what we were doing in that episode. Anyway, so in that episode, this is from that particular episode, which I will release pretty soon too. I'll put it out there so you can view the whole episode if you're ever interested and really bored and want to go back and watch that one. It was like middle of the season from 2020. But this was an interesting point that Ben made, something that bothered him, and he talked about. And I'm going to share it with you now. So let me make sure I get that set up here.
I don't even remember what it was.
Ooh, it's pretty good, Ben. It's pretty good. I got to get back. Oh, hang on. Here we go. The wrong share. We got to be on this one right here. Media player. Here we go. Ready?
I got another problem.
Oh, wait. Let's go.
Bernard thinks.
Well, yeah.
Hafeman's brother was going to be on it.
Here we go.
Well, yeah. That's the only reason to watch.
Hidden episode.
And I got another problem.
Bernard thinks
This is the biggest problem.
What?
What do wide receivers run?
What did they run?
What do they run?
Hot dog stands?
What do wide receivers run?
They run my patience when they drop the ball all the time.
What did we do when we were kids? We had a paper
route.
Did we? Did we have a paper route?
Yes, a paper route.
No, we didn't.
Yes, that's the proper way to
Dad
say
have
it.
a mail route?
Yes, it's
No.
the proper way to say it. Proper way.
Okay, maybe it's the proper way to say it, but we've never said it like that. And you've been saying it like that. They got to run his route. Got to run his route. No, he doesn't. He ran the route. Everybody in the world knows it's route. Route is with 2 O's. Route is R-U-T-E. It's route. Paper route. Mail route. Wide receiver route. The only person who says route is Bruce. And when Bruce said it on our show, it freaked me out that day. And I was like, why is he saying route? That's just weird.
It's the proper way to say
Now
it.
you start saying it all the time.
A long time. I've said it for
Why? Who says the proper way? Who says the proper way?
my
Who told you that?
incredibly experienced journalism professor back in college taught me that when I was going to do sports highlights, and then he told me the proper way to say it, and I was like, oh. And he told me the proper way to pronounce a couple
Really?
other
Because
words.
how does every single person on ESPN, Fox Sports, and every place call it? What do they call it?
They didn't have Henry Lippold to learn from like I did.
What
so.
do they call it?
Legendary Hall of Fame journalist Henry Lippold taught me that.
Don't care.
Okay.
What does every single person who broadcasts about football call it?
They say route, but they say it wrong.
That's right. You grew up in northeastern Wisconsin with our parents who always said route. Our dad was a mailman, and he went on had his mail route. He had a mail route for 30 years or whatever it was. We both had paper routes. We didn't have paper routes. Say it right. I don't care what Henry Lippold told you. I don't care what Bruce Crispin pronounces it. Pronounce it the way you used to pronounce it.
I like to
growing up in Algoma, Wisconsin.
I like to say words correctly if I can. So if I
don't think it's
told.
correct.
Okay, I do have to say that Bruce in the comments of that show said that he pronounced it route, R-O-W-T. So I don't know when
Bruce
he said
says
it.
root all the time.
I don't know.
At number one. Number two, I am 100% correct. And I will say it again based on what I said, what I thought of maybe it was 2 episodes later where I said in music, for instance, when it's a bass something, a bass guitar or a bass whatever, clarinet or whatever it is, it's spelled B-A-S-S. And it's pronounced bass in music. Everywhere else, it's pronounced bass. R-O-U-T-E in football is pronounced route. Maybe it's supposed to be pronounced root everywhere else, and that's fine. But in football, every single person on the planet that has anything to do with football pronounces it route. So you're wrong. I'm right. Once again.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll still say root though, because
don't. You're
I've
wrong.
been saying
You're gonna make us look stupid. We already look stupid enough the way it is.
I've been saying it for a while. It's working for me. I also say either all the time because people pronounce that one wrong a lot too. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay. Let's get back to some Viking Mo. I wonder what we talk about this time. Let's see what we do.
Okay, I gotta address Bernard. Come on.
All right,
Bernard.
address Bernard.
Oh, that's right. This is so we have some of our faithful, awesome people that hang with us so many times on our shows. Some of them every single show, which is amazing. We really appreciate you. We love you guys. Think you're awesome. We appreciate that you even think we're at least sometimes knowledgeable, sometimes entertaining, or worth watching, or whatever reason you watch. Sometimes it's family and stuff like that. We get it, obligations, but for whatever reason you watch, we appreciate it. We think you're awesome. But sometimes you guys try to rib us in the comments to get us going. Like Bernard has been doing that quite a bit here with all the Kevin King stuff. There's no way, Bernard, you can actually believe all those things you say about Kevin King. But hey, I hope he is great this year because that'll help the Packers out. But Bernard got going on this one and Ben had to talk about it. So that's what this next bit is.
I like this.
Growing up in Algoma, Wisconsin.
It's getting a little ridiculous, man.
I don't care what Henry Lippold told you.
Sorry, this jumps around.
I don't care what Bruce Crispin pronounces it. Pronounce it the way you used to pronounce it.
I like to
growing up in Algoma, Wisconsin.
I like to say words correctly if I can. So if I
don't think it's correct.
Okay, I gotta address Bernard.
Come on.
All right,
Bernard.
address Bernard. What does
This
he got?
is getting
for
a
you?
little ridiculous, man.
What does he say now? Because
In the chat, he said Rogers is better than me. He's saying Mo is better than me.
Oh,
Jason's better than me.
well, that's true.
this
He
is all
says
great.
he doesn't like me no more.
Oh,
Skip's better than me. He says Mom is better than me. He says Jordan Love's better than me. He says Favre is better than me.
Oh.
Favre, I'll take. Listen, maybe all the other ones are better than me, but Favre.
Jordan Love, I thought would be worse. No, okay.
No, Jordan Love, he might be good. Come on, Bernard. Come on.
I like
I
it.
know you like me. You know that I am the entertainment of this show.
Oh, come on. Actually, you know what? I was just listening to
I
some
say
stuff.
crazy stuff.
Yeah, but I get some nice little shots in there. And I don't know if everybody appreciates them, but I certainly do when I go back and listen and kind of do a self-scout, because we always do self-scouts. And I'm like, man, I got some good little digs in there, you know, quickly when Ben doesn't even realize it's happening or what's happening to him.
I don't
And
listen
he's
to you
gone
very
on his
much.
long rantal thing or whatever, and he doesn't listen to me, and he's daydreaming about Aaron Jones and all this stuff. Like, I'll throw these little pot shots in there. I catch them, you know. It's nice. It's funny. I think it's funny.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the time when we were playing pickup basketball.
More Ben
no.
stories.
Oh, no.
It's that
And-
point of the show. Sorry.
And I went up and I didn't even jump. I just put my hand up and I blocked Jeremiah Junkers, who was 6'5", 350 pounds.
Jokers.
And he just shot the ball right in my hand. I didn't even do anything. It was almost like I was Zadarius, but I wasn't.
No,
I was more like Robert Woods.
your example of Zadarius is when you don't even come down the court on offense. So you feel like that's okay. You say that's okay. I'm going to stay back on defense because I'm too tired to go down and help on offense. So I'm just going to stay back here until you guys miss, and I'll be ready. that's
Yeah, but most people do the opposite. They cherry pick and don't play defense. I would
Right.
at least play defense.
right. It's definitely the better option of being
Okay.
lazy on basketball court.
Plus, I know my limitations. I'm like, let's see, am I better help as a defensive player or an offensive player?
Well-
Probably a defensive player.
You like to set picks on guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, some
that's
hard
true.
picks too. There's some moving screens for sure by Ben.
Yep.
Oh yeah. It was almost like Night at the Roxbury for me. I was just like,
Okay.
It's a really old movie reference, but that's all right. It still landed, I think.
Okay. So, true stories, by the way, all true stories on our show, right, Ben? I mean, and you like to tell some stories, so we got another one coming up here.
Well, the worst basketball story, I gotta say now, I'll tell it.
Okay.
We did intramural basketball in college. You, me, Mo, Browner was in there, Eckes, a lot of the guys that you see on here. And it was our very last game to play in. And I finally started for some reason. I don't know why I started that game, but I started it. Usually I come in off the bench because I'm a terrible shot. But I would play defense and run around and try to do something anyways, get rebounds and beat guys up and stuff. But anyways, so we're out there for like 3 plays. And I think I gave up a basket or something happened. I don't know what it was. And then I had to inbound the ball. So I inbound the ball and I'm waiting for somebody to come back. I'm like, and everybody goes down for some reason. And I'm standing there trying to inbound the ball. And then finally one guy comes back, Scotty J, and he comes back and stands at the free throw line. And I'm like, move. And I got it, I only have 5 seconds to get the inbound in. So then I'm just like, so I tried to do a bounce pass to him. But there's a guy over here and the guy steals it. And then I won't, and I just freaking tripped him. So I was so freaking mad. And then they called a foul on me, and then I screamed and yelled, and I threw something, and I just freaking left the whole freaking place. Because I was like, oh my God, because we had given up like 2 baskets in a row right off the bat. We were missing things left and right. And they were hitting everything. And I was like, well, we're going to lose. Screw it. I'm out of here. It's my last game. I don't care. And we usually lost every single game. I think we won 1 time when I was playing. And I left the game in like the first minute of the game. And then you butt monkeys go and win it without me.
No, we didn't win.
Yeah, you did. Nick told me you guys won. So
No.
Nick's been lying to me all this time.
I don't
Nick's
think we
been
won.
lying to me.
The only game I think we ever won was the one against the Statesman guys. Otherwise, I thought every other game we lost in like 3 years of intramurals basketball, which is really pathetic and really bad. But I mean, we might have played okay. I don't remember winning though. But I don't remember a lot of stuff like that, so I don't know. I do remember that episode.
Nick will know, or Mo will know, or somebody will know. Anyways, I'm a really bad. I'm a poor sport in all things.
Sometimes.
No, all the time.
Okay.
I try not to be, but I can't help it. I get too mad. I got too much of dad in me. You get fired up about stuff, and you can't control it. That's just the way I am.
Fair enough. Let's hear another one of your stories. All right, here we go. This one's a good one. A real one. Ben calling in a Packer show. Here we go.
So I called in and I sat on hold for an hour and a half. Because back then, I don't know if they still do it now, but they on the Bill Michaels on the radio after the Packer game would go for like 3-4 hours long. Sat on there on hold for an hour and a half, waiting to finally get on to talk about Terry Mickens. And then all of a sudden, and I was almost falling asleep. And then finally it was like, Ben, you there? And I was like, oh, hey. And then I went nuts. I was like, blah, blah, blah. Terry Mickens, there's no way Terry Mickens is going to get cut. The 6th wide receiver on any team is going to be a guy who needs to be able to play special teams and tackle and do all this stuff, and block on kick returns, punt returns, and do all these things, and also be able to play wide receiver. Todd Ismail is a veteran player. His salary's too high. They're going to cut him and or trade him before the season starts. And then I hung up. I hung up real fast, and then he was like, "Holy cow, that was a fast take." He's like, "Ah, that could be right. That could be right." That's all he said. And then that week, what happened? Tajiri Ismail got traded to the Dolphins, and Terry Mickens was on the team. I know stuff. Even back in 1995/96, when I was a goofball with long hair, I still knew stuff about football. Okay, back to you.
I don't know who Bill Michaels is.
He's the second most famous Michaels there ever was. There's Brett, then there's Bill. He's like right behind them. It's like 1 and 1A, man. No?
No.
What about Shawn? I thought Shawn Michaels was the second most.
That's the Heartbreak Kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're a sporty nerd, so I didn't know if you were a major nerd. If you were a nerd until you met me and then you became a nerd, like you were a sports.
I mean,
you played basketball and stuff.
I definitely became nerdier after I met you, so I may have swayed more towards the nerdier side, and I lost.
That's the thing.
Plus, I lost athletic ability too just by knowing you. So I don't know.
That makes no sense.
I guess I
can't rub off on you. I'm not a disease. I'm not the coronavirus. I don't take away your ability.
I don't know. I think you play
you
down sometimes to the people that I don't know.
You are affected by the people you hang around with, though.
Is that why when it was me and Jason against you and Nico and we kicked your butt?
You did. Oh my gosh.
Did we really? I don't remember that.
I don't know how we lost that too. Yeah, you're right. No, I remember. I don't know.
Oh, that's because I was super effort guy.
And I don't know.
I had a lot of effort. See, that's what I want from Zadarius Smith. It's freaking all the effort all the time, and then I'd be cool with him.
And I said it wouldn't matter if it was Jamal Williams, Aaron Jones, Eddie.
Okay, we get back more into football here for the last part. Oh, some good stories, or at least some stories, whatever. But that's what we. That's
some stories.
That's what we got for you. Oh man. Anyway, it's been fun. It's been fun doing this show and talking with people and interjecting ourselves around the Packer stuff sometimes. I don't know if anybody tunes out because of that or hangs around because of that or just puts up with it. But either way, I don't know. It puts our own little flavor on it, I guess. Otherwise, it would just be your run-of-the-mill Packers kind of show, I guess, where people want to say stuff they think about the team and all that.
Well, I mean, what we are is, there's tons of Packer YouTube shows. There's tons of them. I mean, there's guys who they go on and they go on for 3 minutes and they say, here's what happened today, or here's the news of the day. And they get like 3,000 views. And all they did was, and they can't even put two words together to make a sentence hardly. And yet they get thousands of views. And then us, we get like 12 views. And we can talk for a freaking hour if we wanted to about all kinds of stuff. And we know things. These other people they don't even know half the guys on the team. They don't know. I mean, come on. We know the good ones. We know Andy Herman's the man. We know, Cheesehead TV is a pain in the butt sometimes, but they're locked in on stuff and they know a lot. They have a lot of contacts.
Well, they got those things they got like access to they got press passes. They got access to practice. They got access to the press conferences. Like they're dialed in. I mean, that's awesome.
I mean, what we do is we give opinions, we give takes on stuff, we analyze the game if we can, try to, break it down. I like doing that. That's my favorite thing in the world, and just kind of watching the tape and seeing, okay, well, why did this happen? Why did this fall apart, or whatever the case is, and to find out reasons why we won or why we didn't win, or why this play so awesome. Like I think of that one play. I went back, I watched something the other day, and it was the Robert Tonyan deep touchdown against the Bears, where Davante Adams does a crossing route across the middle, and 5 Bears go with him and leaves Tonyan wide open like 50 yards downfield for a touchdown. And it's because the Bears are so stupid. It's like awesome. So anytime you can watch something that shows the Bears being stupid, it's the best thing in the world. And of course, then the Packers get a touchdown out of it. That's even better. But I mean, Davante took 5 guys out of that play. That's awesome. I mean, and we give crap to Davante sometimes. I mean, he's not the best receiver in the league, but he's still dang good. He's still dang good.
You know what though? I just heard that this week. Just a quick Packer note to throw a little Packer in there. Jair Alexander was rated as the 3rd best corner by PFF from last year, or I don't know, whatever they're grading on. Yeah, from last season. And Davante Adams was rated, and this is the overall ranking, I think, as the top receiver by PFF based on all these different factors and whatever. I don't know all the stuff they grade on and they look at. Davante's got some talent. He makes some really crazy, incredible plays. A lot of them, actually. He misses some that you'd like him to make, but he's definitely a very, very, very good player, no doubt. And so is Jair. Hopefully Jair finds the ball more this year like he did in the playoff game against Tampa Bay. That would take him to a whole nother level if he can get some more picks and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Davante doesn't block well on running plays.
That's true. He isn't.
So, I mean, I don't know how you can be a number one receiver if you don't block on running plays and you don't have speed, and it takes you 25 seconds to get off the line of scrimmage because you got 25 juke moves to do just to get open. I just don't see how they can grade him as a number one receiver. Now, maybe the receivers suck. I mean, when you go back and look at MVS's stats compared to a lot of the stats of guys in the league, MVS is like a top 20, top 15 receiver based on stats alone. So, like yards and touchdowns. So, hey, I wonder what Robert Tonyan's grade was ranked on tight ends last year.
I don't know. You think of that with MVS too, just to wrap up a little bit of Packer talk quick. But if they turn into a heavier run team this year and then hit some more play action to him, I mean, he could, I don't know, he could really have a bigger season and actually a really good season. And then the Packers are going to be thinking of trying to get him signed up for a long-term contract, which they should, like we've said before, they should probably do that before the season hits and get him for cheaper. And because he's shown enough and he has things that none of the other guys have. And he has things that the Packers have lacked in the receiver group for a very, very long time. So, I mean,
but he also drops a lot of balls.
Right. He drops too many, but he makes,
and that's the problem. That's why I don't think the Packers will do it. They won't even, they'll wait, give him one more year to test it out. And then they'll spend a bunch of money on him and they'll let Davante walk. Hopefully if they're smart, they'll trade Davante for the trade deadline. So they get something for him instead of just letting him walk. That'd be even stupider.
Right. Letting him walk would be a waste.
That
would be a waste. But I like what I've seen out of this Rodgers kid so far. Amari Rodgers, he looks good. He's a
very smart guy too.
We'll talk more about those guys later. All right, back to the nonsense. Here we go. Actually, no, this isn't even nonsense. This is what Ben was talking about. One of his favorite things. This last chunk is analyzing plays, actual plays. Ben likes to do it. And this was from our Billy Turner analyzation, which unfortunately for Billy Turner shows how not good he is, even though the Packers disagree. But the proof is on the tape. And the main reason is it's funny, it's interesting, but it also shows you like really right in front of you what's happening. And Ben explains it well, and he goes through it, and he put a lot of time into it. So that's part of this video too, part of the best of volume 1.
Lacey, Dorsey Levens, Amon Green. It wouldn't have mattered because the offensive line don't block. They stand there like ding dongs. Now, the reason what I did here is this is not the play they called. This is the play I would have called, which they didn't. This is the play the Vikings would have called, which they didn't. You got a double team block on this defensive end. You got a double team block on this defensive end. You got a double team block on this defensive lineman, right? You got Sternberg over here, seals the edge here. And then as Tunyon's in motion, he stops right here. You hike the ball, he moves forward, and he follows Jones right through first down because of the double team, double team, double team, double team, double team, double team. Lead in the middle. And don't put the fullback here because that would have brought somebody in. But if he goes in motion, then they would slide over, yes. But he still goes through and he gets through enough to take one guy. And then Jones, all he needs to get is 1 yard. Would have been great. Perfect play. Double teams, come off the ball hard, go. This is what they do call. Okay? There's sort of a double team. There's sort of a double team here, except Lindsley kind of comes off the block after a little bit, and then he kind of helps over here for some reason. I don't know why. Jenkins takes on this guy. Bakhtiari kind of helps him, and then kind of really doesn't do anything. You have a one-on-one block over here on Tunyon, and the ball's going over here. It doesn't matter what you're doing over here. You need 1 yard. You need 1 yard. So Bakhtiari and Tunyon are completely useless. It doesn't matter what they do. They really they should just get their butts over here and help. Then you got Big Dog, who's supposed to come from here to here on a 1 yard run. He's supposed to go from this spot to this spot and block this guy.
A full size
defensive end, 300-pound defensive end. Yes.
No.
And then here's the best part. Billy Turner. I'm going to show you 2 more videos later on about Billy Turner and how god awful he is. And 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we talked about how, you know what, Billy Turner did pretty good. He played both tackle spots. He's been holding down the fort. He's doing a good job. No. He's back to being Billy Turner. He's back to being Billy crap-ass Turner. And here's what he does on this play is he doesn't come off the ball like hard. He kind of stands up, and then he looks over here, and he puts his hands out to the sides like this.
I told you he does that.
He looks over here, and he looks over here, and he doesn't block anybody. Watch him. It is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. A man makes $8 million a year for doing this. Watch this. You're going to want to cry.
Lucas is ready to go. Come on, man.
Lucas gets off the ball fast. He's the only one. Now, I got it in slow motion, so it's not going to look as impressive, obviously. But look at him. He comes off, boom, hits hard. Look at him. What's Billy Turner doing? It's 3rd and 1. Why are you standing there going sideways with your arms? Get off the ball and get on Joe Schobert. That is a first down. Billy Turner is the reason why this was not a first down. Look at him. Look at him. What is he doing?
He's acting like it's a pass.
What is he doing?
Yeah, he's acting like it's pass. I don't know what he's doing.
And Big Dog can't handle the defensive end, and he makes a tackle.
Well,
so either double team with Big Dog or get in front of Joe. Do something, Billy Turner. It's 3rd and 1.
Oh my God.
Back to you.
No,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Man. I mean, you're certainly passionate, but you're also right. God. The blocking scheme made no sense. When it's 3rd and short, like really. Like you pointed out, Bakhtiari and Tunyon, what's the point of even having them over there? It's not going to matter.
There's no point. Not for all you need is 1 yard. It's a dumb play call.
And Big Dog to try to get that seal block on the guy that's inside shoulder of him or in the gap. There's no way he can do that on a 300-pound guy. Come on. It's like you said, at least give him a quick double team and then peel off, but that standing there going like this, no, come on. Bad. But it's good analysis. I'll say that for it. Let's see what else you got.
This is the Jamal Williams run. Now, Aaron Jones was in the backfield with him and went in motion. And when he did,
this one's really bad. This one's ridiculous. Should never happen at the professional level. I mean, I know guys miss blocks, but this is pathetic.
Look at all that space.
He took this linebacker with him. Okay.
Yep.
There's 6 guys back here. There's only 5 guys here. So Jamal Williams should be okay. And he still makes a positive play, by the way. Jamal Williams makes a great run on this play. But it should have been way better. And the biggest culprit of it is Billy Turner. And I'll show you from the other angle why it's his fault. Billy Turner does something I've never seen before. Not only does he not block one guy, not only does he not block 2 guys, he doesn't block 3 guys. And he just stands there and he gives up on the play before the whistle is blown. It's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. But I want you to watch it. So this guy 20, it looks like there's 7 guys in the box, but 20 bails out and plays deep zone here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when Aaron Jones goes in motion here, Schobert goes with him this way. So there's only 5 guys in the box on this running play. This should be an advantage Packers all the way. 5 guys, 5 blockers for 5 guys, and 1 running back is Williams. He should be getting at least like 10, 15 yards on this play.
Joe Schobert's got a good education. He's a smart guy. He knows you got to follow Aaron Jones.
Well, yeah, that's what you got to do because Aaron Jones is really good. Aaron Jones goes in motion. Okay, I'm going to stop it a couple different times. I want you to watch Billy Turner. Okay, you know Billy Turner. He's right here, right?
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay, now, what is he doing? There's a guy in front of him, right? Right? This guy 96 is here, right?
Yep.
Okay. And he is looking over here and he's going this way. And I understand the ball is going this way and I get it. But I mean, I'm pretty sure Lucas Patrick's got this, dude. You got everybody else has got one-on-one blocks. Leslie's going to go up to get 44, right? Everybody's going to do their job, right? And he's looking over here. I don't know what he's doing. So he ignores 96. And maybe he's supposed to double team. I don't know.
Doubtful.
And I understand sometimes they do like just don't worry about the defensive end on the outside. He's not going to be part of the play, right? Okay, I get it.
I would say on this one, he's got a good chance to be part of the play.
But
what the hell is that?
There he is.
No, that is
There
not
he
how
is.
you block. You don't go like this.
He's playing patty kick. I'm going to touch you. Tag. You're it. That's what he's playing. He's playing tag. So, and now he's looking over here. I don't know what is this? What is this? Everybody, look at everybody else. Engage in a block, engage in a block, engage in a block, engage in a block. And Billy Turner, what the fart are you doing? What are you doing?
You know what Lucas Patrick would do right there? He'd give him the butt block. He'd use his butt if he was that far out of position.
Oh,
and at least get in the guy's way.
He could just go like this. Do something, Billy Turner, but he does nothing. So not only does he not block this guy, he also doesn't help Lucas Patrick, by the way, just so you know. And we're going to watch, and here, there's really nowhere for Williams to go. I mean, he could kind of maybe sneak in here or maybe go to the outside and go to this side. So he's tried. He's like, okay, this is not working. I'm going to try to come to the backside. Now, had Billy Turner actually gotten away with this guy, there would be a backside. But here's the funniest part.
He's the guy that makes the tap.
He's got him dead to rights. He's got him dead to rights. And Williams makes that 96 still miss, even though Billy Turner didn't block him. And now what is Billy Turner doing? He turns around and he looks for somebody else to block. Like, where is this guy? Remember how he said Zadarius Smith would have a 1 awareness in Madden? Billy Turner would have a 0.5 awareness in Madden. That's how bad he is. He has no idea what down it is, what his assignment is, who the opposing players are, what the team he's going up against is. I don't even know if he knows who his own teammates are, for God's sake, because he doesn't help them. He doesn't do anything. He's just what is he doing? I don't know. And somehow Jamal Williams makes 96 miss, cuts back around. And then there's another guy Billy Turner could block who comes in out of nowhere, right? And he gives up on the play, even though he doesn't hear the whistle. And I'm going to show you that now, too.
All right. All that was bad enough. And then this. And this guy's
next part is the worst. It's the worst part.
This guy's still on the team. This guy's still slotted in at a starting offensive line spot. Just watch. Ay, ay, ay.
Look at that. Jamal Williams is scooping and juping.
Look at all the other guys. They've basically pushed.
They've
all the
sealed
other
this
guys.
up. Look
Right
at there's nobody here. Nobody. All you got to do, Billy Turner, is get in front of this guy. That's all you got to do. And I want you to watch his posture and watch what he does.
Does he put his hand out? There.
Oh, tag, you're it. Oh. Tag, you're it. Billy Turner, tag. Billy Turner, tag. This could have been a 15-yard, 20-yard. If it was Aaron Jones, it would have been a touchdown. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Yeah, because all he'd have is the
They had
safety here, 20 to
5-on-5.
deal with.
They had 5-on-5. Billy Turner chose to not block 2 guys. No, he chose to not block 3 guys.
Oh
And
my
guess who makes the
God.
tackle? Guess who makes the tackle on this play?
Joe
Take a
Schobert.
guess. And look at Billy Turner. What is he doing?
Come on.
He
What the-
olays him. He olays him. That guy makes $8 million a year. That guy who doesn't even block, doesn't do anything. That guy. And I don't want to hear any more about LaFleur's play calling. I don't want to hear any more about Aaron Jones. The running game stinks. I don't want. No.
Everybody else on that play. Look at that.
There's one guy who doesn't do his job ever on running plays. His name is Billy frickin' Turner, and he needs to go. He needs to be on the bench. And I don't know how these coaches can watch this film and honestly keep putting him out there. This is ridiculous. As a Packer fan, I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to see it anymore. And I'm not even done. I got another play to show you.
Okay.
You talk about this one, and I'm going to get the other one ready. Go ahead.
I just have to ask. This question. Now, the team reviews film. The coaches look at all the film. The team reviews film. And whether they do it as a whole offense or they're doing it as the old line. Like, how does that guy sit through the film session and not say, you know what, somebody else needs to be in there? I mean, have a little self-pride to be like, I'll be a backup. I know at least what I'm supposed to do on plays. I might not do it some of the time, but at least I can back up multiple positions and at least add some value, and you're paying me lots of money. But put somebody else in here who does the job.
That's really the part that drives me the most crazy. It's because everybody saw it. Everybody that watched the tape on this game, on games, and it's not just this game. We could show plays from every game, and not just a handful. You could see a bunch of plays where he just does not do much or does not really do an NFL caliber job. But the team keeps putting him out there, and the coaches see it. The team sees it. What do you think all the other offensive linemen, the guys that have to start with him, what do you think they think? And what do you think the guys that don't even get a chance to play think when they see that? I mean, I don't know.
I would hope that the players are able to see this and understand that, these guys, him, Zadarius, on a lot of plays, they're taking plays off or just not doing their job right or whatever it is. And the thing is, where's the leadership? From all angles, from the coaching, from the players. Bakhtiari should be like, dude, I'm the leader of the offensive line, or Lindsley last year. Stop sucking, block your guy. And if he keeps doing it, go to the offensive line coach, Stanovich, and be like, dude, we can't have this guy out there anymore. He sucks. Put anybody else out there. I don't even care anymore. If the coach won't do it, then the players have to go to the coach and make him do it. Unless they just don't give a crap. And that's the only thing I can think of. Maybe they just don't care. Or they don't have the clout to do it. That was another thing I wanted to bring up today. Because I tried to bring it up on your show on Wednesday, and you didn't see it.
What's that?
Out of all the veteran players, only 2 showed up for this week's OTAs. One of them was the guy they signed last week, inside linebacker.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The other one, Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, the guy who finally got paid, who has no reason to be there other than to just be a good teammate and work hard and be a good leader, shows up to work with the rookies and the other young guys that are OTAs. I don't know if there was other guys there or not, like Lucas Patrick and stuff. Who knows? I don't know. It doesn't sound like even he was there. But I think what that's showing you, I think Aaron Jones needs to step up and needs to be like a major leader on this team. because his effort on every single play, it's something LaFleur has talked about. He's like, I wish everybody had the effort of Aaron Jones. And so if his effort is respected and then his voice becomes respected, especially now, he's a fifth-year player with a big contract. He needs to produce on the field. He can't suck. He's got to be a good player, but also he needs to ramp up his leadership ability and really get on guys, which includes the offensive line if they suck on that. Like if they watch the tape back, Aaron Jones, no, that was a Jamal Williams run. But I mean, if that was Aaron Jones or any running back, they should be able to go up to Billy Turner and be like, dude, can you block? You didn't block 3 guys in that play. And look at how much we could have had on that play if you would have just done your job one time. And then even after you screwed up the first time, you screwed up again by not even doing anything. And I'm hoping that, first of all, the team will respond to that sort of thing with Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones can be a leader now because we know he's a good guy. He's not the smartest cookie in the shelf or whatever they want to say, but he's a nice guy. So, and he's works hard. So I don't know how that's going to work. It's not like Rodgers is always the leader. He's super smart and everybody's like, oh, he knows what's going on. We believe in him. And if he doesn't come back, I don't know who the next, guy can be, to be a leader of this team if Rodgers doesn't come back. Because I don't know if Jordan Love has got the leadership ability to take over. So hopefully either Rodgers is coming back or Aaron Jones is able to be the leader and the team can follow him on offense. But who knows?
I guess says it always comes back to Billy Turner. Well, I guess you're right because he's the repeat offender. I mean, it's 2 years, 2 seasons of the same stuff, and this is just an example. The thing was, this was really, I thought this was great play breakdown by Ben. It showed different types of plays where he didn't do his job in different ways. So it wasn't like, hey, he just got whipped by this one guy, really tough matchup or whatever.
Well, that would be understandable.
Like, right. But this was like, hey, what kind of effort is that? What kind of awareness is that? What are you even doing? Anyway, there's one more play and it's part of the video. I'm going to finish playing it. Cosmic 969 says, just came by to stop and say hi and have a good night. Good day and good night, but bear down. Aha, must be a bear person. All right. Hey, that's all right. Your Bears have some stuff to get excited about this year. We'll see. We'll see if they can compete. All right, let's go back to the last section of Billy Turner. This one's a pass blocking option. The reason I like showing this one most definitely is because Lucas Patrick is awesome on this play, but that's just a side note. Just a side note, but that's the guy you're trying to get rid of. But Billy Turner is a shoe-in to have a starting job. Whatever. All right, here we go.
Just circle them. You just got to watch Billy Turner. I'll pause it a couple times to show you how bad it is. But let's just watch Billy Turner. So he's supposed to block the guy in front of him, or this defensive end right on the outside of him. Okay, right? He's got good position, but his hands are down. Let's take a look here. You got hands to the side, ready? Hands are up, ready to go. Bakhtiari's got his hands bent and ready to go. Billy Turner's are down. It doesn't make any sense. But now watch what happens. Okay, that guy gets his hands on Billy Turner first, by the way. Then Billy Turner has to grab him. And look at his posture.
His feet. Look at his feet. He's
his
just so
one
out of
foot
position.
he's so off temp, and this guy's going this way. So Billy Turner all of his weight is getting on his one leg. So guess what this defensive end does with him? He throws him. Just like
Get
that.
out of there. Oh,
Then look at that. See where he goes? He goes and he knocks down this guy because he got thrown that way. And then he got a penalty for that. He got penalty for a chop block. He didn't do a chop block. He got his butt kicked so bad in his pass protection that he ended up getting flung to the ground in front of another player, and that would got him a chop block.
Before you stop here, look at this. Look where my man Lucas Patrick is. He's pass blocking so aggressively, he's almost past the line of scrimmage. Look at that.
Lucas Patrick is kicking butt.
He's like kicking this guy's butt over there. My man Lucas, go. You got Lucas. All right.
This is why it doesn't. Maybe people don't understand how dumb that is or how bad that is. You see the flag right there just came in. Not only did he suck terribly at pass protection, get off balance, not have his hands in the right position. He got flung to the ground in front of another player, and then a penalty was called on him. So even if a good play would have happened somehow on this miraculous play, if Rodgers could have made it happen, get away and throw it and do something crazy, the play would have been called back anyway.
My goal is to get either Lucas Patrick, Aaron Jones, or Micah Hyde
I'm dreaming here.
on our show somehow.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
I'm going to try my best. I'm going to pull all the strings I can. I'm going to put myself out there, endanger myself on the internet to try to get attention so I can get those guys' attention. One of them to come on this show and tell them, look, we're like your biggest fans. Would you just come on our show and grace us with your presence, please?
Lucas
Please.
Patrick, you might get.
Oh, God. Who else talks about Lucas Patrick as much as me?
Nobody.
Probably not even his own mom. So come on this show. I love Lucas Patrick. He's awesome.
Whoa.
All right, so there's just one little thing to finish with, and that's how we'll end tonight. But I got to grab one thing real quick. Oh, man. You know when you put together like thousands of hours of content for YouTube, you know, some of it sucks, but some of it's pretty good, right? I don't know.
It's all right. I mean, who knows? All I know is you're leaving with your headphones. I don't know what's going on. I was going to say some other things, but people get mad. So I don't know if I should say them. I've noticed a couple things. I don't know if Matt LaFleur should be, as eager to get Rodgers back. That's all I'm going to say.
He's not coming back, and I don't think LaFleur, I don't think he's coming back anyway.
Well, Rodgers is, the Jeopardy shot at the kick of the field goal. And then the other day where Tom Brady is like, oh, he's a guy who he doesn't usually go for it.
Yeah. I mean, they all kind of.
And then Rodgers is like, I don't have the option.
Yeah.
I don't have the option.
Yeah.
And honest to God, Rodgers should be thanking LaFleur for that he went for it, because then he wouldn't have had another chance on fourth down to screw it up and not do anything. And then the loss would be on him.
But
100%.
don't you think that's the way it should have went? Like you should have been put it on him. And then in that case, if he went for it on fourth down and he didn't make the right play, then it is on him. Then he is the reason that you didn't come through and finalize.
He already is, but here's the funniest part. He already is the reason.
No, come on.
On first and goal from the 8-yard line,
right?
Run the fucking ball.
I understand that.
That's right.
I understand.
Rodgers is playing this freaking. I don't have the option. I'm not a freaking 16-year veteran MVP, 3-time MVP, Super Bowl winning Hall of Fame quarterback. I can't tell my second-year head coach that, hey, I think we should go for it. No, he can't do that. Bull crap. He can do it, but he didn't do it.
I guess took a beer break. He might have missed that.
You know why he didn't do it? Because he knew that if it didn't work, then he wouldn't get the blame. So he's like, sure, kick the field goal. Because he knew already, I'm not coming back next year.
I don't know.
And this way, he won't take the blame for the loss. Because otherwise, his last play would be him screwing up on fourth down. And then he's not coming back because he already decided he wasn't coming back. And there you go.
I don't know. We don't know all that. There's a whole lot
that
of
press conference again and watch the way he talks to the reporters and how he thanks them for all the times he got to talk to them and blah, blah, blah. He wasn't coming back already then. Right after that game, he knew he already wasn't coming back.
Well, that's true. And maybe that's how this got to this place because, there were reports and thoughts. Blas doesn't want us to talk about the Rodgers situation anymore. He commented on that, but
I don't care
because all this has been said. But the one thing,
not this part about the LaFleur and Rodgers and how they're taking shots at him.
They may have told him, or he may have been under the impression they were going to trade him, or not the impression. I think there was conversation that they were going to trade him, and it's been reported, or some people have said that. That the Packers told him they would trade him this offseason, and then they said they weren't going to. So maybe that's why this all blew up. I don't know. And if somebody told you that was how it was going to go, and then all of a sudden they're like, nope, we're not trading him. We're not listening to anybody's offer. And you thought you're going to be on the 49ers. And so maybe I don't know. That could have been what happened. I don't know, man. All I know is in my view, I understand business wise, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't benefit the Packers necessarily to trade him, right now or trade him before. Like it benefits. It makes more sense business wise for the Packers if they're okay dealing with any sort of disruption or whatever, or this hanging over them for this season, to just stand pat, not do anything, and then trade him next year. However, I, as a Packers fan, just want him to move on now. Just make the deal, get what you can, move him, be done with it, so we don't have to have this hanging over the whole season or whatever. Because even as much as they try to ignore it or whatever, there's still going to be stuff out there about it.
Even if he doesn't come back and play
the whole damn season, where there's going to be people that'll bring it up. I mean, even if
every time they do anything,
even if other people won't, Skip Bayless will bring it up every once in a while, or Colin Cowherd will bring it up and refuse the media, nationally. And then all of a sudden they'll cycle around and Packers fans will get whipped up. And, hey, if the Packers struggle, oh my God, well, then there's going to be even more about it. It's like, dude, I don't know. In my view, make a deal, get what you can, try to get a player. Maybe the Broncos will give you a player, that can actually be part of your team this year and some draft picks. But anyway, that's my viewpoint.
Oh, I just say it's a big freaking mess. If he comes back, it's gonna be stupid, because everything that, even if what if something goes wrong, they lose a game, or he throws a pick, or he throws it away on third down one time, and when they're losing. And then he'll be like, well, did he throw it away because he hates the Packers and he's trying not to win, or, stuff like that? Or, you know what I mean? It's just going to be dumb. No matter what happens, it's going to be a whole year of questions and speculation, even if he's playing, unless they win every game and play great every game. And he plays great every game. And LaFleur calls great games every game. That's the only way it's going to work. Because if there's any problems, they're going to bring it up in the media. And as much as they say, oh, we aren't going to listen to the media, we're not going to let that bother us, it will affect them. It will affect the team in one way or another. Yeah, I agree with that. So no matter what, they have to. The only thing to do is to trade him now. Because if he doesn't come back, and then Jordan Love, you can't expect him to be like freaking amazing right away. What the hell? No. Rodgers wasn't even amazing his first year. His first game, he had like 190 yards passing and barely beat the Bears. Does anybody remember that? That was his fourth year in the league. This is Jordan Love's second year in the league, with no freaking offseason last year to work on anything, and hardly taking any reps at all last year. Good God. If you think he's going to come out and play as good as Rodgers, you're wrong, everybody. Now, the offense could run differently, especially when you got Jones and Dillon. I think that's the key to your team, along with Robert Tonyan. Use those guys, MVSD. They've got the weapons. They've got the things to work with. But it's going to have to be like a perfectly called game with really good plays and be really smart and know what's going on. And the defense is going to have to not play like garbage. Yep. Well, it sounds like they're playing off, and that's the other thing I heard. They're talking. Did you see Eric Stokes' interview this week? No. They asked him how he's doing and how's it coming around, and he's like, "Well, it's a big difference for me because I'm playing this off zone." He's like, "I played man all through college. Now I'm playing off zone, but I'm getting the hang of it after all this last couple of weeks OTAs and mini camp and all this." So now but he pretty much told everybody during that, "Hey, guess what? The Packers are running the zone defense. So get ready for more 9 yards off on 3rd and 2, everybody."
Come on.
That looks like that's what they're doing again.
No.
I hope not, but who knows?
I don't want to see it. Anyway, hey, next week. Is that enough Packer talk for now? Or you got something else you got to get out?
That's all. I was just talking about
all right.
Aaron Jones, the only guy there. And
Aaron Jones, yeah.
Seems like Rodgers taking shots at LaFleur again. And yeah.
Well, that was kind of I get it, but at the same time, it was kind of like all those other guys set it all.
Yeah,
up.
They were giving credit. I know. I'm not saying he did it on purpose.
Yeah, they were just all talking.
He's defending himself, and they were giving him crap.
Yeah.
that's kind of what happened. So I'm not really blaming
There
Rogers.
was a lot of crap given in that
Really?
interview about the match. It was like, Jesus, you guys are, I don't know.
Jerks.
Yeah.
Buttholes.
I mean, I get it. You get together with your pals, you talk some trash, but I don't know. Either way, it would just be nice too to get the heat off this situation, off the Packers and all that. And while you're at it, maybe you want to get rid of Mark Murphy, because he seems he seems to put the spotlight on it
to go.
on stuff too. Jesus,
he needs to go. I mean, it's time. And then you said he's from New York State or whatever.
Well, he was born in somewhere in New York. I saw that.
Which is, it seems to me like he's country bumpkin from
not New York City. It was probably like upstate.
The hills. But still. I mean, he looks like a guy from, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing bad.
No.
Other than I think he's a moron and he needs to be fired. So that's not bad, is it?
No. Well, I mean, I think it's mostly. I mean, I think he definitely.
It's accurate. He's a moron and he needs to be fired. Those are true things.
He's definitely
I've never said more true thing in my life.
He's definitely not a good person to have in charge of your multi-billion-dollar, billion, whatever it is. I think it's billion, right? Organization. It just doesn't. He doesn't seem to have the right tact for that. So, he should go. And I don't care how successful he's been at, helping build up stuff around Lambeau Field and all that. That's all great. But now it's time to find somebody in there that's less abrasive and less wanting to put himself in front of stuff. I still harken back to the introduction of Matt LaFleur and how ridiculous that press conference was. He made it all about him for like the first 10 or 15 minutes. I was like, what? This is a new coach that nobody knows about. Like, we want to hear from him. We don't want to hear from you, dude.
It was weird.
Oh, Rick says, Eckes is talking about Tunyon, Jones, Dillon can set up short passes, make it easier for Love. They'll have to do it. They'll have to break it down, make it easier for Love. That's what you got to do with the young quarterback. Of course, man, get him comfortable. I said I expect if he plays, I expect him to, have some ups and downs, but I do expect him to play well at times. And part of that is, put him in the right situations, make it easy for him. Don't make it complicated, make it easy. You can build on complicated stuff later. Elliot Wolf, Eckes says with a question mark. Maybe he should have been a guy all along. Or maybe John Horn. John Horn comes in, leaves his spot at UW and comes over to the Packers, CEO and president. John.
That happens, I will no longer be a Packer fan.
We would have never thought. Why? Horn could get us in. We could get a press pass. If Horn became president CEO, we could get a press pass. We could use our connection.
Something tells me Horn would
brothers,
still not
brothers for life. Brothers for life, dude.
No.
Come on. Brothers for life. That's what they always say.
Dad doesn't like Elliot Wolf.
No? Oh, he doesn't like Elliot Wolf. Probably
he's thinking Eckes is kidding here. All I know is Elliot Wolf went to the Browns for 1 year and then he got canned. So
did he? Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to front office stuff too much. But I do say one last thing before we go. We have a little snippet of video, but before we get to that, we have to do it. Father's Day is coming up. All of us got fathers out there still around. Share some love with them. And
we are fathers. Don't forget to be nice for yourself. Dang it. I'm a dad and I freaking sacrifice a lot of crap.
All right.
And I get 1 day. I'm making my family play a freaking game with me tomorrow. The game that I said they were going to play with me like 5 months ago. Remember? And I said, I'm going to make them play this game. Yeah, they still haven't done it. But they're freaking doing it either tomorrow or Sunday.
There you go.
Vernon.
That's good. That's good.
I'm not taking no.
Father's Day. Let's see what this one is like.
All the fathers. I think, there's a lot of, I don't know how many fathers we got out there, but
there's quite a few. Remember
I'm
last
seeing
year?
at least 3 or 4.
Last year for this one, we had Nico, Rico, you and me all on here during our Father's Day episode. And it was nice. All dads. But
next week we might have a special guest in studio guest.
That was an all right one. Good enough for Father's Day. Yeah. Next week is trivia special, off-season trivia special.
Whoa.
I'm coming up with a question, so watch out. Our trivia people, we're going to have on location from Rochester. We got trivia action. And actually, all the trivia participants are going to be in Minnesota. That's weird. And they're all talking about Packer stuff. That's okay, because that's the way it works out. It's going to be the Nico, Rico, and Ben trivia competition. And I come up with the questions.
I think we should get Viking Mo on there just to make fun of him.
Viking Mo? All right. We'll see. Maybe. See how much Packer trivia he knows? No.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Oh, one big thing.
All right. Go ahead.
Here we go. Eric, are you still out there? Did you see what Derek Carr said this week? Derek Carr was asked, with all these quarterbacks whining and complaining like a bunch of babies, Aaron Rodgers, Wilson, Deshaun Jackson, Carson Wentz,
Sean Watson.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. What's his face? Matthew Stafford.
You're
all
right,
these
though.
guys.
Deshaun Jackson was probably whining too somewhere, wherever he was.
I think I don't know where he is. Anyways, but all those guys, he's like, and it seems like the Raiders are always, trying to replace you all the time, but yet you're not complaining about stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then Derek Carr said, yeah, I don't complain because I'm where I want to be. He said, now he put probably in there. So, you shouldn't put probably, but he's like, if I am ever not the quarterback of the Raiders, I would probably quit playing football.
Whoa.
That's what he said. Now, the probably makes it not as strong a statement, but still, that's him saying, I am the Raiders quarterback and I want to be the Raiders quarterback. And I don't know. What do you think about that, Rick? Are you happy about that? Derek Carr has built it. And I'll tell you, Derek Carr over the years, he's a Christian guy. Mom and dad would surely like him. I'll tell you that. If he was a Packers quarterback, it would trade Aaron Rodgers for Derek Carr. I don't care. Whatever. That's fine. Anyways, Rick doesn't like that, I guess. He's got a bunch of question marks and whats. But that's what he said. He said if he was ever not the Raiders quarterback for some reason, he would probably stop playing football. But hey, that's Derek Carr is one of my favorite quarterbacks. I like him. We got to do Ben's top 10 quarterbacks. He's in there. He's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
Wow. All right.
In my opinion, he is a top 10 quarterback.
Dang. All right.
He's not a top 5 quarterback, but he's a top 10.
Fair enough. We'll look for that coming up too. One of these off-season, one of the upcoming weeks, maybe the week after the trivia thing next weekend. So trivia next weekend, next Friday night. Rick, study up. Rick says about Carr, he is sort of crazy, but glad they found someone pretty good who wants to be there. Well, that's part of the deal.
Well, at least your starting quarterback wants to be there, Rick.
Yeah, that's something.
Ours don't.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for not wanting to be there, but you don't want to be there.
Oh, there's lots of stuff to unfold yet. But like I said, that's why I hope the Packers I would love it if they just trade Rodgers and fire Murphy and let's start over. Move on. Goody can stay. I'll give him a couple more years drafting, see how he does. But let somebody else sign the free agents or pick the free agents to sign.
Yeah.
So far, his track record on free agents sucks. All right. Last piece, and then we're out. Never were truer words spoken. And this is why you come every week. Thanks for being here. We love you guys. All right. Beer's gone. That means show's over, right? Anything else?
What time is it?
It's time to go. It's 10:10.
No way, really?
We're on the clock. We can no longer just ramble and
how does that? I got to be honest. It seems like we didn't even talk about anything. How the hell do we talk for an hour and 10 minutes?
Do you not understand the genetic makeup of the Hafeman? The Hafemans are excellent at filling time. Is it always a good use of your time? Hell no. Does it always make sense? No. But we are damn good at continuing to talk and filling time. You cannot argue that. You can argue any of our takes. You can argue whether it's interesting or if it's boring, but you cannot argue that we are top notch at filling time.
And we did have a 10-minute technical difficulties at the beginning, so that helps
Yes,
out.
exactly. And we always throw that in there for you too. You bet. I love Ben's laugh and smile at the end of that because we don't see it enough on the show. Sometimes we talk too much about
Well, there ain't
serious
much to
Packer
smile
crap.
about. Gosh dang it! Right now it's stinking.
It's
I'll
supposed
smile for Derek Carr.
All right. It's supposed to be the off season. Every team has a fighting chance right now. Every team's got Super Bowl aspirations. That's what they say. So maybe we'll see. Hey, the Packers got a scenario to do it. They got to run the heck out of the ball. They got to play much better defense. And Amari Rodgers has got to be an impact punt returner. How about that? I think if we had some special teams, some dynamic special teams once, and J.K. Scott's got to figure out how to kick the ball 70 yards every time, except 70 yards one time and the next time 29 yards. You know, that's got to get more consistent too. But at least we got number two, Mason Crosby. He's always consistent. You know that. All right. Happy Father's Day. Love you, Dad. Everybody have a great weekend. Have a great Father's Day. We'll catch you next week, next Friday night for Packers